Still no changes. That's what I titled this video. I want y'all to listen to what Raheem Morris has to say about last week's loss. And will there be changes on his coaching staff? Y'all probably already know the answer. But again, shout out to Scott Kennedy for this clip. Y'all take a look at this.
No, we got a really good group here. We got a really good group of guys, and we've been in two tough games from back-to-back weeks, and versus two really good football teams that we were highly competitive. There's a lot of things we want to get better. Obviously, Zeno, as you know, particularly third down when it comes to offense, moving the ball on third downs. But we got some things that we did get better as far as our red zone offense and being able to get down there and getting our run game going yesterday. Defensively, obviously, we want to do a better job of stopping the run. Knew that would be a tough challenge with these guys and who we had, and but we got to get to the ball and tackle, James, with some population and not allow some of the big plays that we gave up. But they did a lot of production out of the sacks again, and some of the guys rushing the passer, and really we had a nice day on third down on defense. Those are the things that's really well for us. And then on special teams, obviously we got to go out and play better than we played yesterday. We can't allow people to return the ball on us and get short fields that way. Had a couple penalties earlier, which you kind of feel like you got lucky with, that they were able to call them back, whether they were penalties or not. You can't let them break out. And then the ones they did get out there towards the end of the game, and and all the areas that they were able to get out and get some return yards, whether it be punt returns or kickoffs, and like those things we got to do better. And then if we can find a way to win that game, we can go out there and coach those things, be really positive. We were so close. From the 3rd and 20, he was able to scramble, make it a 4th and 2, to the 4th and 2, playing that thing correctly, and just barely not making that play. We had a lot happier flight, and been really pleased with the production of the trip and the things that was able to go on.
Real
So
quick.
long answer for a bunch of nothing for you, Zeno, but no.
Well, still no changes. And you know what? He going down with the ship. And honestly, as a Falcon fan, being a Falcon fan as long as I have, we all know ego sometimes ruins teams. And y'all see the body language with the team, the last 4 games. And he talking about the last 2 games against tough teams. You had a chance to win both games. But your ego got in the way, and it's still getting in the way. And guess what? It's going to cost you your job. And this may be your last chance to be a head coach. Why? Because other GMs and owners are watching the way you're performing with the Falcons. And sometimes that can rub them the wrong way, even though you're not even a candidate for their team right now. But look, I'm telling y'all, man, when it comes to Raheem Morris, that stubbornness, man, is going to be his downfall. And you look at last week's game, and he talks about, we got to get better on special team. We got to get better in this. God damn it, when you going to get better? At this point, I don't think you can, because when your player's not binding to it, I don't care what you do to prepare for a game. Yeah, they're going to go out and play as hard as they can, but mentally they're going to be drained. Because why? They're tired of hearing, we almost did this and we almost did that, because almost don't count. So, like I said, still no changes. He going down with the ship, and look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's your job, it's your choice. But I'm telling y'all, this is not going to look good. And look, I still think he'll be back for one more season, even no matter how this season ends, no matter if we don't have a first-round pick. We just got to, keep rocking until it gets better. But until we get uncomfortable in that front office, nothing is going to change. And I'm going to just keep telling y'all that until something does change. But shout out to Scott Kennedy for that clip, man. Y'all can go check out Scott on the Scott Kennedy podcast on YouTube. Please subscribe. Please like his channel. He's a big supporter of the Sports Machine. Always, always a guest on the show. And I thank him, for always supporting me. But that's my thoughts on Raheem Morris' latest comments. Y'all know what to do, man. Drop your comments. And we're going to holler at y'all soon, man. Peace.